This is a Coldsnap draft, so Shadows of Innistrad is not coming out for another week, so might as well have some fun with an old set. So Coldsnap is a very small set, which means that you're gonna see a lot of the same commons. Another thing is that we have this mechanic called Ripple here. Let me see if I can enlarge this. So, which means that every time you cast this spell, you get to look at the top 4 cards, and if you find a copy, you get to cast it. And since you're casting the copy, you actually get to do it again with the copy. So you can hit as many Surging Adders as you have in your deck, although it's gonna be pretty unlikely. So the more of these you have, the even more you want the next one. It becomes exponential. So if you have 2, you want the third one really bad. And if you have 3, you want the fourth one even more, since not only are you increasing the odds of hitting more, you are now more likely to chain them together. So this blue one is actually not even the best one. The red one deals 2 damage. You can sometimes just get a lot of creatures or burn your opponent out. And the white one is a 2/1 first strike. Another thing that this set has is a lot of spells that gets bonus if you have some in your graveyard. So, for example, we have Feast of Flesh, which deals 1 damage to a creature plus the number of copies in the graveyard after it resolves. So, I actually don't own any, but there is Sheldoran Warstrike. Now, of course, spelling like a rake. But yeah, I can't spell it. Sheldoran Warstrike. Maybe I'm misremembering the name. Anyway, I will probably open one of those and then we can see what the card does. Maybe it's Sheldoran Fury or something. As far as money cards go, it's basically Dark Depths as the only good rare, but we do have a counterbalance sometimes. And counterbalance is worth almost the entire draft. Alright, so speaking of Ripple, we have Thrumming Stone, which means the spells you cast have Ripple 4. It's kind of interesting. It's slow, but this is not a super fast format. So I could take that, and there is actually a 1 and a blue card that is a 1/1 illusion and gets plus for every other illusion on the battlefield. So that seems insanely good with this card. You basically draft as many of those as you can get and then you try to ripple it together. Alternatives are Mouth of Ronom. It basically taps for snow mana and you can sack it to deal 4 damage to a creature, or Stormgull Crusade, which is very good against the white decks. I think this Thrumming Stone looks very fun. Basically means that you want as many copies as you like of a certain card. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna see if I can find this card I'm talking about. Sheldoran Fury. Nope, still not getting it. Oh well, so we got a Thrumming Stone and we have some interesting options here. Here was the Sheldoran Warp, right? So why does this card not come up when I search it? Because I own a lot of copies. Oh, now it does. Okay, so creature you control gets +X, which X is 1 plus the number of this card in all graveyards. So if you can draft a lot of those cards, you will be in good shape. Alright, we didn't get any of the illusions I was talking about, but we do have either Phyrex and Ironfoot, which is very good, or Field Marshal, which means that you can draft a white deck of some kind. I think this might be a good time to move in on the Field Marshal. Means that you can draft soldiers very high, and then you have Thrumming Stone, so if you can get a lot of similar soldiers, it can be good. Alright. Here is a soldier. That was the card I was talking about. Kind of tempted just to take it. It's very solid if you mono white. Also if you gets plus by the field marshal. And you can get a lot of them. It becomes better with Drumming Stone. Alternatives are Feast of Flesh, I guess. Which is interesting combo with Drumming Stone. Or like one of these green cards. But I'm gonna stick with white for now. Göttingrunt is not very good in constructed, limited I should say. It's more a constructed card. It's a soldier, but the problem with the card is it's just gonna die. This card is very good. 5/6 protection from snow. There's a lot of snow permanents in this set. You also have cumulative upkeep, but you cannot often afford to pay it because your opponent's just gonna lose to it. I've had some success with green-white. You basically want to pick up Juniper or Ranger if you can. This pack is pretty bad. Death Mark is very good, but cannot take it right now. This card is also good if you get snow permanents. But I'm gonna go with Ronan Hulk. Ooh. That card is great. Sadly, this is a knight, but can't get everything. Snowcore land are interesting, but I'm not gonna pick it over this card. This card also beats black decks, just they can't beat it if they are close to mono black, so it's very possible this card is just not good, but usually you can get a lot of these. This card works very well with Childoran Warcry though. Okay, I'm gonna take this. Since it's a soldier, it's good with Ripple. It's a solid card. This card is also very good. You can build a good aggressive red deck and it's good. Also Snowcore Forest. And Boreal Centaur is good too. Is it a soldier? No, it's a warrior. Wouldn't have changed much anyway. Haven't seen any of the Ripple spells so far, I don't think. They usually are very popular, since as soon as you get the first Ripple spell you want another one, and so on and so on. But yeah, this card is good. Martyr of Sands. It's interesting. Snowcore Plains is always an option, and this is a surging spell, the green one gets +2/+2. Maybe I can build a Martyr of Sand Drumming Stone deck. Nah, that doesn't seem good. I'm gonna take Snowcore Plains, since you can always find use for it. There is a common called Gelid Shackles. Costs 1 white and gives a creature the can't block or activate abilities. And you can pay snow mana to make it defender, so that's usually a pretty high pick. Ooh, there is the first Ripple spell. It's also a soldier, so I'm gonna take it. And now this card becomes a very high pick since it works pretty good in my deck. And I don't know how this works with if this is double Ripple. So you can look at 8 cards. I don't know how that works. Here this card is okay. Basically, if you can utilize it, it's card advantage. Problem is it's kind of hard to get into a favorable combat with it in this format. This card is unplayable in limited, of course, but sweet and constructed. I have to look up how double Ripple works. Let's leave some of this geometry for now and look at double Ripple. Okay. Alright, here was the Gelid Shackles I was talking about. It's pretty good in this white deck since these decks are very aggressive. And so you can usually have very good use for the first 2 abilities. Cannot block and activate abilities. A lot of good cards with activate abilities. And then with snow mana you can prevent them from attacking. Alright, I'm gonna take this card. It's pretty good if you can get snow mana. We could be mono white though, so This card is annoying sometimes. This card is fine. It's not great, it's a little slow, but it has evasion, which is very good. Snow creature and can get first strike. So if we were gonna be mono white, we might play it. Let's see here. If you cast spell that already has ripple while Thrumming Stone is battlefield, both ripple bills will trigger separately. Okay, so we will get double use for Surge. Cool. Still don't know if I'm gonna play it, but here's another ripple spell. It can be very annoying if your opponent can get a lot of these. I'm gonna take it even though I'm passing a green card. I don't want to lose the turn to a Mind Twist. Martyr of Sands. Probably not playing it, but you never know, as they say. You never know what's gonna happen in life. So besides Dark Depths and Counterbalance, there is Mishra's Bauble too, which is a reasonable amount. Okay, my eyes immediately go to these Surging Sentinels. Here was the illusion I was talking about, by the way. It was the card I wanted with Thrumming Stone, but didn't get there. Aurochs Sword is very good if you can get multiples, and this is rare. What does it even do? Cumulative Occupation. Oh, I played this in Momir. I think it's pretty good, but hopefully we can kill them before that becomes an issue, since these surge spells are what's gonna make or break the deck. Pretty much. As soon as you have it, you want more. So here I'm just gonna take another one. It's very simple. Now, the more ripple spells you have, the more you want. It becomes exponentially better. This card is pretty good too. Flying first so I can lifelink, but well, once you're in for the whole lot. Alright, this card is not very good. It's a rare, but it's a 7/7, has Defender and cannot deal any damage. And if it blocks 3 times, you can attack with it, but that seems kind of unlikely. So either I take another Boreal Griffin. Multiples is sweet when you have Thrumming Stone. Or I take Snowcurd Plains. Since we might be mono white, I think I'm a little concerned with how many playables I will get. So I will take another Boreal Griffin. Card is fine. We could have had a Ripple with Woolly Razorback get 2 into play. I think Sheldoran Warcry is sweet. It was a card I was talking about with +1/+1 plus the number of copies. So you get +1/+1 for the first one, and then you get +2/+2 if you cast another one, and then it's overrun, instant speed overrun if you get 3. And maybe we can get some and cast this Thrumming Stone and go nuts. Also pretty good with these cards, since first strike and +1/+1 can be pretty good. We have a plan. I don't know if it's a good plan, but we have a plan. At the very least, this looks like it could be a sweet deck. Ooh! Here is an annoying thing that we are passing a Surging Flame. That card is insane, but White Shield Crusader is awesome. We are mono white, so we're gonna be able to cast it. And we have another copy, so we can ripple. Sweet. And another Gallic Shackles, why not? It is exactly what this card wants, to punch through blockers. This card is deck's looking weak to red-black removal decks, but let's not worry about it. Also another multiple for Thrumming Stone. Really hoping to get more Surging Sentinels. If I can get 5 of these, it's gonna be like Christmas Eve. Alright, we can take a third Boreal Griffin, which is a little excessive but sweet with Thrumming Stone. Or we can take a second Martyr of Sands. Martyr of Sands looks interesting in a deck like this, but I think Boreal Griffin is a better card. this point, I'm not gonna play the Boreal Centaur and probably not the Ronom Hulk either. We're gonna be mono white. It's not a soldier right now. Just Griffin. Soldier, these are soldiers. As I said, this is not a soldier, sadly. These are of course soldiers. And this is not a soldier, it's a cleric. Alright. Get one more fresh card before we get our first opening. Our second pack back. So it's not too late to get a Surging Sentinel. I mean, it probably is. The card shouldn't go that late, but hey, a man can hope, a man can dream. Should dream big or go home, I guess. Or something like that. Ooh! This is insane, this shouldn't happen. I am in heaven right now. 4th Surging Sentinel with the last possible moment. This also means that people are not picking this card high, so I will probably get some in the last pack, but this is excellent. Very good. Now I'm basically picking Surging Sentinels over everything. I could take a second Swift Maneuver, I guess, since I have Frowning Stone. The card is fine, but I'm not gonna play it. And this Crowakan Whispers is annoying. Basically control magic that's a little expensive. Yeah, Ronom Unicorn is a sideboard card. I might actually main deck it if we get enough of the Children of Warcries. Take another Snowcore Plains. Martyr is fine, but don't love it. This card can be annoying. Take the white card. Rite of Flame. This life gain card is unplayable, so I'm gonna take Rite of Flame. Might need it for constructed sometimes. So open for Surging Sentinels. Dark Depths would be sweet too, or Counterbalance. Maybe another Field Marshal, so Frowning Stone becomes better. We will see. Well, there isn't much I want in this pack actually, so I'm gonna take the card that's 4 tickets. Also, it thins our deck, so it's not bad. Basically means we're playing with a 39 card deck. I mean, Oberon Viper I can't play since it's double green, so. Oh man, Soul Spike. That card, I've been playing that card in block since I'm playing Necropotence and Ice Age block. But this is a Children of Warcry, I think. It is. It becomes better in multiples. We do have a aggressive white deck, so it's good in itself. And you have Frowning Stone, so if you can ripple, it becomes insane. So this card is fine too, but a little too slow. We have a lot of 5-drops, so I want Surging Sentinels more than anything else. Well, oh my god, this is rough. Since there is a White Shield Crusader, which is insane. But, as I already said, Surging Sentinels is all you want when you have a lot of them. So, yeah, I mean, this is a better card, but Surging Sentinel is better when you have 4 of them. So, what can you do? And Children of Warcry is better than shackles when we have 2 of them already. So, and I think since we're mono white, we can play 17 lands. So I'm not cutting a card quite yet. Oh, it's a soldier. We have 2 of them. This card is very annoying sometimes, but we can sideboard in Ronin Unicorn. I think I'm cutting Martyr of Sands. It's, even though it looks insanely good, still just life gain, so you don't really want it. Oh, we shall see, we shall see. I can also cut the Mishra's Bauble, since even though it makes sure I'm playing a 39 card deck, if I don't want to cut the card, I should probably just play a 40 card deck. Since, yeah, Mishra's Bauble is not without cost. If you have it in your opening hand, you can kind of screw your mulligan decision. Since if you have 1 land and Mishra's Bauble, you don't really know what you're gonna get. Alright, another soldier, another copy. What's not to love? Cutting the bubble and probably the Martyr. I could cut the Swift Maneuver, I guess, too. Martyr is kind of sweet in a mono white deck, I have to say. Could also cut Ronin Unicorn. Alright, nothing I want. I'm gonna cut Martyr of Ashes. That card can be insanely good against me, so don't want to play against him. And I can hate draft when there is nothing I want. So can I get another Surging Sentinels, please? I have 5, but no, I cannot. But I can get the 4th Shaldoran Warcry. That's pretty good. Yeah, this Martyr of Ashes worries me a little bit, but what can you do? I guess I can cut Ronin Unicorn. This Martyr is kind of sweet. So now we have taken 8 cards from the last pack, so we're not gonna get any more Surging Sentinels, sadly. Ah well. And we're back, and yeah, whatever. Might as well take Boreal Griffin. Not gonna play it though. I'm gonna take Feast of Flesh. That card can be annoying in multiples. Cut that card. Grim Harvest is annoying. And Martyr of Ashes. Goodbye. And we didn't wield the White Shield Crusader, but that's not that unexpected. And this card is the most good, I think. Since the black one just removes cards from graveyards, and yeah, it can be annoying against this card, but who cares? Deck's looking very good, I think. And this can be a pretty degenerate format sometimes. I think Farming Stone's gonna be good in our deck though. Yes, so we get multiple ripples or something. Well, the mana base is not going to be pretty hard. We could play 16 lands, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. feel like I don't want to get mana screwed. So I think I play 17 lands. Which means that this deck pretty much builds itself. Alright. We're gonna see you round 1.